A man has been convicted of killing his grandfather following a violent attack that left the pensioner with fatal brain injuries.
Jacob.
Out.
Is it you, Jacob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Investigators created a full picture of Walpole's movements over the course of the day through CCTV. In the morning, Walpole bought a bottle of vodka and a can of cola at a shop in Bulkington. He visits his grandparents' house shortly afterwards, before leaving to go and watch football in Coventry. He returned to his grandparents' house after visiting the pub. Walpole's assault on his grandfather caused head injuries, which resulted in his death. After assaulting his grandfather, he went to another pub and glassed a patron. Walpole was located and arrested the same day. Jakob Walpole, 33, of Bulkington, was found guilty of the manslaughter of 84-year-old John Brown at Warwick Crown Court yesterday, after a trial lasting 3 weeks. He was also convicted of breaching a restraining order and assaulting to other elderly victims. Mr. Brown, a renowned Jaguar expert, died 5 days after sustaining significant facial injuries and bleeding on the brain during the attack at his home. The court heard that on the 23rd of November, 2024, Walpole had spent the day drinking before heading to his grandparents' house, where he carried out the brutal attack. Concerns about his deteriorating behaviour had led to a security camera being installed at his grandparents' home address. He was also already subject to a restraining order when he carried out the attack on his grandfather. Walpole had previously made threats to kill Mr. Brown. On the 12th of November, Walpole arrived at his grandparents' home in a drunken state, banged on windows, and issued threats to kill his grandfather. Mr. Brown was physically frail and vulnerable and had been diagnosed with dementia, yet he and his wife had repeatedly tried to help Walpole despite his threatening behaviour. Natalie Kelly, from the Crown Prosecution Service, said, "Jakob Walpole carried out a senseless and brutal attack on his own grandfather who had tried to help him. He showed no concern or remorse following the attack. Rather than call for help, he callously left his vulnerable and elderly grandfather severely injured and went to a local pub where he assaulted to further elderly victims. Everyone who knew Mr. Brown saw how much he did for his grandson, often going out of his way to care and support him. But Walpole simply took advantage of his kindness. We were able to prove this case using comprehensive evidence, including CCTV footage, mobile phone evidence and messages, which clearly demonstrated Walpole's violent intentions and actions. While this conviction ensures Walpole is held accountable for his actions, the family have been left with a deep and lasting pain that no justice can erase. Walpole will be sentenced on Monday, the 4th of August at Warwick Crown Court.